Hey guys, it's Gamerscraft 6.0 here. I'm going over a new deck tech actually that I have. It's EDH slash Commander. It's one that's been under construction for a while. It still can make improvements. I just wanted to go for what I had now because I've been doing some test runs with it, and so far it's gone 3-0. And so I thought I'd just share it with you guys, get a little feedback, maybe some recommendations in the comment section. But yeah, so shockingly, it's 5 color. My commander is Progenitus. There's a huge glare there. Anyway, it's 2 mana of each color, and it's a 10/10 with protection from everything. I have that because it's super easy to get commander damage in. He's a 10/10 and has pro everything, and if he would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, he goes back in your library. So with the deck, we're going to start out with Planeswalkers. We have 3. We have a Kiora, because of her ability, her +1 at least until your next turn, prevent all damage that we dealt by target permanent and opponent controls. I'm not sure if I mentioned, but it's 5 color control, and so that's why I'm using this. Also, her -5 is super great late game to get that emblem. Next Planeswalker we have Elspeth, Sun's Champion. I like it for her -3, destroy all creatures with power 4 or greater, plus it's 6 mana for 4 loyalty with a +1 to put 3 1/1s in play, so she protects herself. Next one is Nico Bolas. Sorry, it's a little out there. Destroy target non-creature permanent. Is this +3? It's 8 mana for a 5 loyalty, but I think it's worth it due to the fact that it's +3 is destroy target non-creature permanent, so any non-basic land that I don't like a Mutavault, per se. -2, gain control of target creature. And this -9 is Nico Bolas, him. Deal 7 damage to target player, then that player discards 7 cards and sacrifices 7 permanents. So that helps out a lot. Now we get to our creatures. Running 1, well, sorry, EDH, you can only have 1 of each, but Seraph of the Sword, which prevents all combat damage to be dealt to it. So I like that due to the fact that it's just a great blocker. We have an Odric. Goblin Electromancer makes all of our instants and sorceries 1 colorless less. Asperia. And Ulamog's Crusher. I like it because of its Annihilator ability. They have to sacrifice 2 permanents whenever it attacks. It's also 8 mana for an 8/8, but it attacks each turn if able. But I mean, I really don't care if it does, due to the fact that they still have to sack 2 permanents each time it attacks. Alright, next we have a Spellheart Chimera, foil, might I add. Very pretty. Its power is equal to number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard, and it has flying and trample. We're running 1 Metamai, a Royal Assassin, Teysa, Envoy of Ghosts, a Stalking Assassin, fairly older card, you guys should look at it. Hypersonic Dragon, a Chromanticore from the Newborn of the Gods set, Mykius the Lunarch, a Platinum Angel, Deadbridge Chant, or I also have a Bident of Thassa. It's just a lot of draw. We get draw power, and it forces them to attack with their creatures in case we do have something like Progenitus out, for say, or we want their creatures tapped. I mean, either way. Next we have I should have noted we've gotten to our enchantments and artifacts as soon as we hit Platinum Angel, but then we have, I'm sorry, I knocked the camera over there, an Oblivion Ring, Astronic Resonator. It's a cool card. There's a lot of broken things that you could do with it, though, because it's got 2 mana tap, copy target triggered ability. You may choose new targets for that copy. A Pacifism, Blind Obedience, which has Extort, which I like, and it also has artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. A Chromatic Lantern, so all of our lands tab for any color of my choice. It also taps for land of my choice. An Elixir of Immortality, get our graveyard back and gain 5 life, because we run through our sorceries when we use them fairly fast, actually. Next we have an Indestructibility. I like to cast that on stuff like Chromanticore and Nico Bolas in case they have a lot of removal. we actually have a Door to Nothingness, which is a fun card. It's 2 mana of each color. You tap it to sacrifice it, and target player loses the game. A lot of people hate it when I play that. We also have a Hero's Podium, which gets a lot of legendary creatures out. Dismiss into Dream. It prevents them from targeting their own stuff. Gift of Immortality. Spirit of Resistance. It's a cool card as well. It's fairly old, but still. If you control a permanent of each color, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Great combo. Mirari's Wake. Whenever you tap a land for mana, add 1 mana to your mana pool of any type that land produced. And it also has creatures you control get +1/+1. It's 5 mana to 1 green, 1 white, 3 generic, but I think it's worth it. A Staff of Nin. A Hex. It's sorcery speed. No, now we're getting our sorceries. It has destroy 6 target creatures. Great for board control. A Tranquility, which I'm thinking about taking out, but it might be helpful. I don't know. I can always discard it if I have too many cards. It's a sorcery. Destroy all enchantments. Skullrend. It deals 2 damage to each opponent. That player each discards 2 cards at random. I like it. I mean, like, I know it's a lot of mana, but it still deals 2 damage, and they discard 2 cards at random. Like Mind Rot, which a target opponent discards 2 cards, but that's of their choice, is 3 mana, and Shock is 1 red, which is 4 mana in total, and this is 5, including the 2 colors of both of those cards, but it's at random, and it deals 2 damage to each opponent. You don't see that very often, so I like that card. Day of Judgment. Destroy all creatures. Why is there this huge glare? My goodness, that's so bothering. It's 2 colorless, 2 generic, and 2 white. I've got a few board wipes in here, but they're all sorcery. That's why I have the Hypersonic Dragon. Rise of the Dark Realms, in case I'm having creature issues, or in case I just want to have board presence. Curse of the Swine. Gets rid of indestructibility. Drown in Sorrow, which I might take out because it gets rid of my 1/1 tokens with Elspeth. I had to play this because I just needed to, and I got rid of like 12 or so tokens from Elspeth, which was a pain, but it also kept me alive, so who knows. Anger of the Gods. Revoke Existence. So that gets rid of gods. Divination. A Guild, which I like. Also around indestructibility. Another board wipe, Winds of Wrath. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated, but those creatures have to be non-enchanted. Plea for Guidance, which allows us to search for enchantments. Whelming Wave. And now we get into our instants. Murder, which I like. I mean, it's just 3 mana, and all it says on the card is destroy target creature, which I think is kind of funny. Rakdos Charm, because it can get rid of artifacts and exile cards from graveyards. All cards. Hero's Downfall, destroy target creature or planeswalker. And a funny thing I learned is, you know, in Magic, how you are technically a planeswalker. This ends games, but because of the rules, obviously that doesn't apply, but I thought that was kind of funny. You can play that and kill someone off. Which I don't know. I thought that was funny. Next we have an Is It Charm. I think it's nice. I mean, all 3 abilities. It's either got draw power, it's got a small creature removal, and it has counter. I mean, what can you get more of that? Next we have a Swan Song, which counters target enchantment, instant, or sorcery spell. And then its controller puts a 2/2 card on the battlefield. Next you have an Aetherize, returning all attacking creatures to their owner's hand. Bluster Squall, tap target creature you don't control for 1 blue, but you have the Overload for 4. Voyage's End. A Promo Render Silent. Whoopsies. A Syncopate. And I think our last card, no, we still have some, but a Faded Retribution. It's the new board wipe from Born of the Gods. It destroys all creatures and planeswalkers. Mystic Genesis. It's a counter. Turn to Frog. Wit, is this our last one? No, we still got them. Which counters target spell that targets player. I mean, it's not preferably my kind of card, but I mean, I like it. Look at it. Jeez. Man, I hate that. Hate the reflection. I gotta change camera angle soon. Glimpse of the Sun God, or Glimpse of the Sun God, sorry. And now we get into our non-basic lands. Overgrown Tomb, Salt Marsh, Temple of Mystery, Godless Shrine, Temple of Malice, Simic Guildgate, Temple of Plenty, Robe of the Guardian, Healing Crucible, Temple of Enlightenment, Tainted Field, and God's Eye, Gate to Retic-Eye. Taps are colorless, but I like it if it's destroyed. Temple of Silence, and that's all for non-basic land. I'm sideboarding, though, every Guildgate and the Maze's End, which I play if I don't know if I need another win condition. Now we just get into our basic lands. I should have sorted this. Hang on one second. I'm just gonna grab the lands and sort them each by color. I should have done this before the video. I'm sorry to do this right now, but I mean, helps organizationally, or it helps to organize to show you guys. Where those swamps are, there. Islands, mountains, forests, swamps, go right there. Mountains are up here. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Alright, there we go, I think. Yeah, alright. Sorry about that. Anyway, now I'm just going to put these over here. 5 islands, 4 mountains, 4 forests, 5 forests, 3 swamps, and 5 plains. So yeah, that has been my 5-color commander control with Progenitus. Hope you guys enjoy. Comment on what you think I could improve on, substitutes for cards, and what I should sideboard, because right now, I mean, it's not the greatest, but I try to do my best. And soon enough, actually next week, exactly, I will have posted another video of a Ravnik unboxing I did with my friend. So yeah, see you guys later.